Sunday night. I hope you had a great, lovely weekend. Hello, I am Dory Joe with Prairie Scraps. Put you up a little bit here. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in here. It's a little nuts, a little nuts. Oh my goodness, my favorite of all time transfer is looking rough here. I can see this is our club transfer this month. It's that snowman that I made the globe with, and it's just sort of dangling. It's not attached to the background, and I can see hair all over the back of it too. So I try to get the hair out. I want to keep your transfers clean and well kept, because the better you keep them. After I do my videos here, I just take my transfers and my squeegees and everything in. Hello. Whoever has come in, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. It feels like 10 p.m. here. Maybe it's by you, but it's not here. It is only 6:30 p.m., but it feels so late since it gets dark so early. And of course, I don't know if I totally agree with daylight savings time, because like it gets dark here at 5 o'clock, and starts to get lighter. Oops, that was almost a tragedy right there. I don't know why this has so much hair on it and fuzz, and it's got the world on here. Oofta. It's just picked up everything. I don't know what happened. It just feels late so early, because it gets dark so early. And then it does start getting a little bit light here in the mountains. I don't know why. It seems very light to me very early in the morning, like 4 or 5 in the morning. I'm wide awake. So anyway, here we are. This is this month's club transfer that I'm trying to get stuck back on. And I know it doesn't look like much. It looks kind of chaotic, in fact, but it's got a little snowman. It's got music background. Go look at the video, or put snowman down below if you want to see my globe. Put globe down below. That's shorter. I always try to make shorter things. I'm going to stick this in here so that it doesn't get so bent over and out of order. Make sure that's shut. Okay, so we are going to make the Santa Cookies for Santa tray this evening. And so hopefully you'll join on in and say hello and talk to me this evening. We're just going to do some crafting along. And I've been putting this one off. I had hoped to do a class and didn't have anybody actually sign up to do the class. So we're just going to do it. I need to get it done for practical reasons, because I have a craft show I have to set up for on Friday night. So stay tuned. This is going to be a week of just stay tuned. Keep coming back. Even if you watch on the replay, it's okay. I'm kind of running by the seat of my pants too, because I'm just trying to get everything done and made for the craft show. The idea is to get everything as much as we can done. And obviously I've got things piled up everywhere. So, I apologize. The background's not so pretty looking right now, but we're going to do some crafting, and it's okay. Crafting. Maybe this is the one thing. This is why I like to do the craft shows. Kind of pushes me to just get some things done, get some, because I've always got things piled up and I'm ready to go, and doing all that things. So my name is Dory with Prairie Scraps. I'm on YouTube and Facebook, and I would love it if you would go ahead and give me the likes and, all the things, sprinkle out it, share the love, whatever. And we're going to just make this Santa Cookies for Santa kit. Now this kit, you can tell it's Christmas. I have like greens everywhere. Do you see that? Greens are sticking to everything from that last project I did. What was I doing? Oh, the little brush trees. That was so fun. And I found one more bobbin of thread, I don't know, on the couch or something this weekend. So I got one more I can make. And I think I had more little trees. I haven't found the mini ones. I went shopping on Friday, and we live about an hour and a half, 15 minutes away from shopping. This is the transfer. And So if you were to purchase the kit, you get this transfer. It's an 18 by 12 transfer. And you can see here it says, Dear Santa, thank you for or what does it say? Visiting our home. I can't even see it. And then it's got 3 different rings. And under the first ring, it says a tasty treat for you. So you can put your cookie there. And then we can't forget the reindeer. So you can put your carrots down there and milk to wash it down with in the third one. And I think it's cute as could be. We don't do Santa, but I did want to make this because I do want to sell it. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. Oh, welcome from Wyoming. How is your weather going? This is the tray, and this also comes with the kit. The other things that you get with the kit are 3 of these little trays for paste, and then you will get 3 singles paste packets. And even though I say singles, there will be plenty to do your project and then some. So maybe even, get some extra little trays or whatever that you could do to, oops, to use the rest of your paste packets. I'm going to use jars today because that's what I have on hand, and I don't want to. Boy, I've been giving out paste packet samples this last couple of weeks. I did an event, and I had so many of you join in my VIP. I met so many people. So many people joined my VIP group, and so many people requested, information and things like that. So I've been sending lots of samples out, lots of samples. So, oh, I almost lost that, you guys. So this tray comes with the little black handles and the screws to put in it. And the cool thing is like, even if you have Santa on one side, you can flip it over and do something different on the other side. It's totally fine. And I think that's kind of a fun thing about this particular tray. So it does have, it's already painted white. You don't have to do anything to it to get it to, you can use it just as is. And it looks like a piece of wood. I'm pretty sure it's a piece of composite. It's not, like composite wood. It's not actual wood. But that's okay. It's sturdy. And you just go ahead and put those handles on there. And actually, you can use it upside down like a platform, or you could use it, with the handles like a tray. So I won't be putting those on just yet because we're going to do the tray first. Hi, Patricia. Good to see you. So glad you could make it. And but you could do 2 different things. You could do Santa on one side and then flip it around and do something that's more general for the rest of the year. So you don't even have to pack this away. If you're thinking, oh, I don't want to have one more thing I pack away from Christmas, holidays, definitely, you could do one of our patterns on it. We've got lots of options. And actually, okay, good. They have, what I've noticed is I was having such an issue trying to tell back from front on our backing sheets, and they have made one a little more yellow now. I'm so excited about that. So I'm just going to set that aside, and we are actually going to first try to find our buzzing cloth. Oh, of course, it's on the floor. My mom was here. She was trying to convince me that I shouldn't have my garbage under my feet and always be reaching underneath me during videos. But I'm like, but I can't find my garbage if I move it. So I have to have it there. And it's handy, and it doesn't, you guys don't have to see it. You just see me bending over, I guess. She didn't like me bending over. And here's the hair again. Whew. I don't know. I must have shed this last week and just dropped it all in here on everything. On my transfers. This you could do like on a clean towel. Obviously mine's not very clean. You could do this on a clean towel. You could do this on get little specks of dirt or whatever. You could even do it on your t-shirt. Just do it, fuzz it. And the reason for fuzzing is that you don't want it to stick so hard that it peels apart from the backing. So that's what I'm doing here. I did pick up some little pieces, chunks of things here. So I'm going to take this little by little. I think this is just going to be a night of crafting because this one's going to take a little bit longer because I'm going to use the 3 different colors. So the colors that come with it are pesto, one of my favorites. One of those greens over here. They're like staticky, so they stick to everything. Pesto, and then crimson shimmer, and a black velvet. So I will be using a red that's close. I'm not going to use the crimson shimmer because I happen to know mine is not in great shape. It's getting dried out, and so I'm worried about it, how it'll look on this white background. I want to make sure this looks really nice and good. What color do you think the snowflake should be out of those three? So a green, a red, or a black? Do you think the snowflake should be black? I think I would tend to do them like blue or silver or something like that, but I want to stick with the kick colors so you can see how this is done. So what do you think? Black? You guys, this hair is driving me crazy. Don't ask me where it came from. Well, I mean, it came from my head, right? Okay. Ooh, that is still, it is very, and of course it's like staticky. We had our church Thanksgiving service and dinner today. So that was fun. Potluck, do the turkey dinner. It's nice to have it done now, but it had a lot of extra turkey times for us. There was ham too. The ham was really good. Cheesy potatoes. Everybody was calling it funeral potatoes. Do you call them? Oh, I love those things. Those are so good, so sinful, right? I'm sure they have no calories in them. I'm positive of it. Got like little pieces of whatever on here. I don't know what, but I don't want it to lift up. You don't want anything stuck to the transfer that will lift it up because it'll cause it to bleed. All right. Ugh. That is still very sticky. I could have stood to, I might just do a little bit more fuzzing because it is very, oops, I used the wrong side. Very sticky still. Oh, and there goes more. I need to get this clean. I don't know what is. It's just because it's like everything is sticking to it because of the static electricity. I've got a little box heater in here, so it kind of sticks. All right, let's see if we can get it going here. I don't know. What do you think? Berries? Should they be red? Why? Why? It's like little pieces of everything that's in my camper here, I think. I think I just picked up everything. It's going to bother me. Because like I said, we don't want it to... Oh, and this looks crooked, actually. The nice thing about our transfers is you don't have to think about how you're going to get it. You always want to pull from the middle if you can. Don't pull at an angle because that stretches out your transfer. All right, try that again. I had gotten it on there. So it is evenly on there. You don't have to, as long as the edges are straight with it. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, any opinions about the little snowflakes? What do you guys think? I was thinking the deer Santa and the letters are black. I don't know. It's such a dilemma. I actually think these are little pieces of chalk there, like dried out pieces. Okay. I really got little pieces on there. Oofta. I think because it's just so sticky, it's just really sticking. Not off to a great start, are we? Okay, what do you think? The little things. Should we do those in black and see how it goes? I'm going to start. I'm going to give it a go. You also get a mini squeegee with this project. So you'll have everything to complete this project. You would like the information about getting this kit, or if you're looking for a kit, just go ahead and put Santa down below and I will get that information to you. So I'm just jumping in. I'm jumping in. I hope that turned out. I think this is one of our, I didn't even look. I think this is one of our reusable surfaces, I want to say. And you can, I don't know. Now I've got myself thinking, I don't know if this is one of our reusable surfaces where you can take it off or not. Don't quote me on that. I'll have to get back to you on that one because I don't want to have you buy it thinking you can erase it. For sure, you could take off the paste, like sand it down and repaint it if you wanted. All right, like I said, I'm going to do this in stages. I'm actually kind of thinking about doing those little sparkle things in red. All right, dear Santa, he's not so bad right now. Do you see him? Isn't that good? I should have turned this around so you guys can see. Isn't that so nice and clear, so beautiful? Oh, went the wrong way. There you go. I think it looks great. I'm going to dry because I don't want this to smear or do anything here. I'm just going to dry it real quick. Thank you. Goes to show you can be entirely indecisive and it still turns out, right? So nice that it turns out every time. Or most every time. It's always fixable though, too. It's because it's just crafting, right? All right, so I was thinking about doing this in black as well. This thank you for visiting our home. So I'm going to do that too. Probably shouldn't do the middle first, but here we are. I'm just putting the paste right on the squeegee and squeegeeing it over. Probably shouldn't be wearing white and pink when I'm doing black. Living on the edge tonight. Living on the edge. Well, that's a little smeary. I'm not going to lie. And I think mostly, you see that? It's smeary. It happens, right? So I'm going to take, I'm already black. I think I'm going to take a new wipe because I don't want to get it into it. The other thing you could do is you could totally paint the surface. You don't have to keep it this. You could paint it, a solid color. I actually kind of really like these. Like I've seen a lot of people paint them red, although I chose not to do the red because I thought, oofta, getting a solid red color painted might take me too long. But the nice thing about painting is that it does, like, this is actually, I'm just kind of pushing my wipe into the smeary place and it's kind of just picking it right up. So this is working out really good. You could use a Q-tip. You don't have to have this tool if you don't want it. go towards the paste when you do it. Here's my theory on things. Whenever I'm doing things the week before, it never turns out, and I probably shouldn't have taken on. Although I'm always thinking, okay, what do I need to get? What will sell? I try to get, think through what are my big projects? What are my little projects that are going? Oops. Oopsie. I took off the portion I didn't want off. The nice thing is I can go over it again if I need to. Having the transfer still stuck here helps replace it in the same spot, so you don't have to. Oops. I just stuck my finger in that, got it all wet. Oofta. I may be creating a bigger mess than I planned on tonight. When you use the dryer, will it dry the paste in the transfer too? Yeah, but it's washable. Once you wet any of the chalk anywhere, actually, it reactivates the paste, even if it's totally dried. And black is going to. So yes and no. If you're asking, will it smear somewhere else? It can, because it may not totally dry it. I'm not pointing my heat directly at that. Oh my goodness, you guys, I've made a mess. I'm not doing great here. Look at all this. I'm running out of space here to get it up. There are grooves in this tray, so it does make it a little bit more difficult to get it off the issue, where we've got problems. So anytime you wet our paste, whether it's in the transfer or even on the tray, and that's what just happened, like I just wet an area and then it, took it off. I mean, ugh. I think this H is, I might just take it off. And I'm going to wipe this back of this off because I want to make sure when I put this back on that I'm not smearing it and not getting those same spots kind of messed up. So I'm going to actually, I'm trying I think I'm going to take it off because I don't like, there's enough spots where I'm just making a mess here. And the black is going to have a little bit of staining because the black is much, it's going to stain. It's just got, more pigment. It's going to be like a 50 wipe night, I guess. I don't know. We're not off to a great start, are we? This is so easy. You should do this. I mean, nobody's perfect. Nothing ever comes out perfect. I'm definitely trying very hard to get this to look nice. And, doesn't always work out that way. Doesn't work out the best. I'm going to use a little snippet of a board eraser here. And I hope I answered your question. Basically, anytime you get the paste wet, whether it's on whatever you have it on, whether it's the transfer or even like this on the tray, I'm reactivating it and it does become movable because it is a washable, water-soluble product. So as you can see, I'm getting this off with this board eraser. It's not going to entirely come off because it has stained it, but that's okay because we're going to put it right back on, to be honest. I'm going to do it again. Do it again. The board eraser kind of gets the extra grooves off. I want to say this is a pretty, it's not a let me show you that. Okay. So you can see it's not entirely off. There's kind of a whisper on there. The Dear Santa is fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to absolutely lay this back down and make sure it's sticking down really good. And I'm going to do it over. I'm going to show you how this works to do it over. Whoops. We got a lot of black all over everything by wiping it like that. Because I wasn't pleased with it. So that's what I did. So you could do this at home too. For those of you who worry about things turning out perfect, I am just the same. I like things to look just nice and professional, especially if I'm selling it. And ultimately, like, look, if this doesn't turn out, I will just paint the whole thing a solid color instead of having it white. Sometimes I don't like to have the white background with our black just for this reason, especially with lettering. I'm going to rub this in. Oops. Don't stretch. I'm trying to get this in really well because I want it to kind of be one with the surface. This tray is grooved, so it looks like it's wood, and I think that's part of the issue I'm having. I think most of this is not going to matter. I'm not going to worry about that yet. Okay, we're going to do it again. So what I'm going to do before I get this ready to go, though, is I'm going to use a clear Rust-Oleum spray on this and clear coat it so that it is waterproof and can be used, to put your food on it. You're not going to want to throw this in the dishwasher. That's not the purpose of this tray. You're just going to put little dishes or bowls on there. All right. Hopefully this fixed the problem we're having with the black. Oh my goodness. I got a lot on me. I think I got it it's on the outside of my jar. Oofda. It's an exciting, messy night. So busy week again, I guess. Thankfully I don't think we have any concerts. I'm trying to think. Just the normal piano lessons Tuesday and Wednesday night. Tomorrow night I will come back and I'm like wiping this. This is my little blood blister from playing bass cello. Oh, see, that did it again. This is not my favorite. Look, it's just as bad. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know. I wish one of my friends was on. It's not very often that these things stump me, but you know what? This one's coming off easier. So I'm just going to take it off. We are going to ignore this section. I will come back later and do this another time. I may just have to use like a different color or I may have to wash the, I almost wiped it, my Santa. I may have to wash the transfer completely before I can get this to work for me. So I'm just going to take it off as best I can. Get our little board eraser. The board eraser actually takes most of it off. It's just like a whisper. I may come back and just do like the green or the red and just deal with it. I think it's just heavily grooved here. I don't know. I have not even, like, one of the things I should have maybe done was watched somebody else do it and see how they did it. But like I said, hi, Tiffany. Good to see you. We're having issues today. this part of it's not working out so great. So I'm going to move on. I think I'm going to do a little red and green. So pesto is the color that comes with it. I'm going to use cherry for the little red berries, I think. And I have learned, again, red is kind of the, oh, I just smeared some black. Red is sort of the one, the color that really stains and gets, you know, I have gotten black everywhere. Now I have it on here, but it's coming off pretty good. This is clearly not like our wood surfaces. This has got, I don't know what it is. All right. We're going to start with this wreath over here and work on that. I think you can see that. Oh, there you go. Good to see you. I'm doing the cookies for Santa tray. I might be a fan of just doing it all in one color in the future. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it's easier just to wipe over the whole thing with one color. I do have a couple of extra, couple extra trays. I think I want to do. Maybe not this week. I don't know. I only have 2 shows this year. So I was thinking these would sell. I was kind of looking. Whenever I use, most of the time with Chalk Couture surfaces, I can, as a designer, purchase the surface, make the project, and sell it, and still make a profit. And I'm doing good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm happy. They're customers are happy. And so that's what I love about it, is because we get a decent, such a good discount that it really pays off. I make a good, I'm going to do this one red. We're going to see how that looks. You could also do these and then, so I'm just peeling this back to get the berries. Colored red, and you could do that with a mini. I'm a little clumsy with my fingers, so oh, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna shut this up so we don't. This is the cherry I'm doing the berries in. And then I'm going to go through with the pesto and stick this back down. Oh, and I was saying, usually I try to do the other colors before the red, and then I went ahead and just did the red anyway. I don't know. Whatever. Because the red smears, and then it stays. So that's why. So do as I say, not as I do. And I've got a little piece of something in there. So yeah, it's hard to like get that the greens part back down again without smearing out the red. That's the issue. So you just got to be careful to go around the red and then not get your finger into it. And if you do, don't spread it. Like I said, this is just going to be a night of taking our time. And I'm just going to use my little tool, but you do get a mini with this. I'm hoping this is, oh, I got moss here. I got moss out. Pesto is the color we wanted, right? Thought I had pesto out here. There it is. Pesto. All right. Give it a try. I've seen really beautiful ones where people used it to, painted it red. I don't know if they painted, you could use any of the colors of red if you wanted, but since I think the one in the kit may not be the best. And then they do the whole thing white, and that looks great. You could do all of it black. You could do all of it red. There's some, if you've never done chalk couture before, a project like this, it does take some time. And, hey, it's not turning out perfectly for me. And I've been using chalk couture for 5 years now. Trying to cover up this area where I spread some red. I spread the red. Kind of just use this little tool like a paintbrush. Last year I saw at one of my craft shows, I did see someone was making these with vinyl. And I wondered about that vinyl with food on it. This is, food safe. You could use a food safe spray to, obviously you don't throw it in the dishwasher. Not dishwasher safe. Okay. I'm actually wanting to do this little curly Q right here in green as well, I think. I'm going to try it. All right. Peel that back. Well, the curly Q looks pretty good. And so do the greens. Oh, nice. I'm really happy with that. We're on the right path, I think. Isn't that pretty? I think that turned out nice. I love it. Get this dried up so we don't make any messes. Oh, yay. Hi, Derby. Good to see you. You did make it. And I'm taking my time tonight because this is because I'm doing all the colors. I'm doing all the small spots. We've already run into some problems. So I'm going to come back and do it, finish it up another day probably, just because I have to wash the transfer and I don't have the ability to wash it here. What do you think about the red snowflakes? I think it would be okay to do like instead of them being snowflakes, I think it's going to be like little sparkles, right? Could even drop, once you do the chalk, you could even drop some oh, thank you. You're so sweet. You could even drop some glitter in it if you were so brave to use glitter. I'm just using the same tool. I just keep washing it. And we're going to do these little snowflakes up here. I guess I'd even press them down and make sure they were down. I don't want to go into too many colors. If you had other colors, I'm just trying to use pretty much the colors. It was a crimson shimmer that was the red that came with the kit, and I'm using cherry. So crimson shimmer is going to have that shimmer in there. So I'm just going to, maybe I'll do these back here too. They're going nice and quick. The key is you want to do as much as you can without having it dry up in the transfer. Get those done. Just using all red on these. This is our cherry. Is it cherry? No. Yes, cherry. It's cherry. Isn't that pretty? We also have a candy apple, which is kind of a lighter red. And it's also very beautiful. But I'm not going to lie, cherry is kind of my thing. Oh, goodness. I love, love, love it. Love it. I'm liking the red. What do you guys think? Can you see it? Isn't that pretty? I think it's gorgeous. Love it. And with the black handles, that'll look really nice. See, these are the handles to go in there. I think that'll look nice. Yay. And the squiggles are in green. All right, let's do this. Boy, I got quite a chunk there of... I'm making messes tonight, aren't I? I'm going to wash this right here. The middle part's not going to matter with the black. This came when I folded back this middle part and redid it and washed it. So I'm just washing out of the areas because it will reactivate. And I'm going to show you here, Patricia, to answer your question. This reactivates it, gets it wet, and now it's going to be on the other side. So it'll be, see, it'll be imprinted in black because I washed it through. There we go. And I already did this lettering twice. If you didn't see me do that, you'll have to go back and look at it. Now I'm getting red everywhere. I'm doing great tonight. Like I said, I'm using up a white box. Oof, gosh, we are really going to town tonight. I knew it was getting low, but I thought, oh, there's plenty in there. I shouldn't make that many mistakes or make that big of a mess. I should have known better. So even like I'm not going to like work really hard to get that out because it's going to be fine. And like I said, there's a whisper there. I'll come back and redo that area once I've washed. I'm going to try this. Hi, Tarina. Have you had troubles with the letters? I'm having troubles tonight, my friend. If anybody knows anything, it's my friend Tarina. That's the great thing about being a designer is all the people you meet. I can't wait to see you in January. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to come to leadership and see you. Not sure I want to be in Salt Lake in January, but oh well. All right. Yeah, I've done the letters twice and they just get little smeary. So I'm quitting. I think it was my transfer because I kind of got like when I went to fuzz it, my fuzzing cloth isn't very clean. So I think I got little pieces of fuzz in there. It just happened because the lettering is not so good. Anyway, we're having struggles tonight. It's all right. I'll fix it. So I'm just going to go through and do my best to go as fast as I can on these little green leaves. Remember last time I said I think it works better. My personal opinion is to do the other colors besides red first. Because the red, for me, always goes into everything and smears more than red and black. They smear more than any other colors for me. Oh, yes. Maybe I should. I could use a little wax. Good idea. Well, I was thinking the wax is not included in the kit. So I was trying to do it just as the kit comes, but maybe I'm going to suggest using the wax. I will definitely use wax. I have some trays I want to do for my craft fairs to sell. And they are not this surface either. So I'm going to have to use wax on those for sure. We'll just keep working at it. The good thing is it's just crafting, right? Right. This one has each of these wreaths is just a little bit different. It's kind of cool. Kind of like it, but it does make you think. Okay, where are the berries? Where are the leaves? I do like the idea of just going for solid color over the whole thing. All right. You did the whole thing green and dotted the. Oh, that's smart. No mistakes, happy accidents, right? I maybe should have done that. That's so smart. You are always so smart. Go ahead and do the whole thing green and then dot the red afterwards. What a great idea. Yep. So I just did the green. It actually turned out really nice, I think. Happy accidents, yes. Although I did purely get this so that I could sell it. So I do want it to look really nice for selling. That's all. You know, no pressure the week before my show. I just don't want this to smear when I put it back down because I want to do the red. Got my finger a little wet there. I want to make sure they're down without any bubbles. Now we're going to go back and do the berries. Oops. I remember the first time I was doing a video and my project totally did not, like a live, and my project totally did not work at all. It was, I thought, a total disaster. I like remember peeling it back and almost crying because I was like in a vendor event and it was so important to me. You know, I wanted it to look so easy peasy and it didn't work out. It just didn't work. And I remember peeling it back and that feeling like, oh my gosh, I just wrecked it. I mean, it's okay. And, you know, like in hindsight, you're like, and so I was like, oh, I remember taking a breath and trying not to cry because I like to have things turn out, you know, perfect, but they don't. The truth is, I think the people that don't like to craft the most are the people that are perfectionists. And the reason they don't is because they want it to turn out absolutely perfect. And I have a t-shirt that says, and it was one of our transfers, nothing perfect. Nothing beautiful is ever perfect. I think that's what it says. And I love that because it's true, right? Like in nature, there's nothing absolutely perfect, but all the beautiful things in nature are absolutely not perfect, not perfectly, you know. So you have to keep that in mind when you're crafting, I think. That's the moral of the story, that not everything turns out perfect. And it's okay. It's like you said, it's a happy accident. Perfect way to do it again, to try something else, be a little creative and try to figure out how in the world can we fix this. That being said, I don't necessarily want it all not to turn out. I want it to definitely turn out. So, and that looks gorgeous. I love it. Love, love, love it. Isn't that nice? I did some of those little things in red, those little stars. Turn it into a t-shirt. Yes. Yes, exactly. Well, I'm going to need to redo it after I wash the transfer again, and then I'll probably put a little bit of wax in there. I'll probably wax the whole thing. I don't know. You can kind of see it through there. I don't know. I'm thinking it's my transfer because I did get some like little pieces of fuzz in there, that bigger pieces of fuzz. So that is what it is. You need a clean transfer. That's what you need. All right. I'm gonna do this side. I think I'll do this curly Q up here because we want the green. I want it to be symmetrical. I'll figure something out. I may just go through and do a different color. I don't know if maybe my black isn't the right consistency. I don't know. It was just really not what I wanted. So I took it off. That's the one thing. If you put it on and don't like it and want to redo it, take it off right away. Just get it off and you can always deal with it later. That's the hard part for me, waiting and coming back and being okay with, doing it later. There's my little curly Q. Can you see that? It's way up there. Sorry. This one's kind of difficult. I just want to get it dry. Made a mistake and she thought she ruined the project and yeah, exactly. Just, be patient with it. That's the hardest part, is being patient, I think. Patient enough to just come back and fix the issue, fix it later. That I always want to just like get the project done and get it done now. And it's not always like that. That's for sure. You sometimes have to just take a breath, walk away, wash all your stuff up, and come back and do it when everything's clean and dry again. So, and that usually does it. I find when I just take my breath, walk away from it, it's all okay later. It would be easier to just go over the whole thing in green and then do the dots in red. So that would be another way to do it. Thank you, Trina, for sharing that tip. But I'm doing this the hard way. I'm just trying to use my tool as a paintbrush. So we have Levi is coming home on Thursday night. I'm so excited. That'll be our busy part. I have a craft show that I set up for on Friday night. Orchestra practice on Thursday night. So I will be on live tomorrow night for sure. Because of course there's more to do, lots more to do. And then just stay tuned, go back and check out my page. Make sure you follow me. My page, I'm Dory with Prairie Scraps, and I'll be doing lots of things this week. So even if I don't actually do a video on it, I at least will show pictures. And this weekend I will definitely put up pictures and reels and things of my booth, because I'm always fascinated with everybody's booths. I always want to look at everybody and what they did and how they set it up. I'm always looking for ideas. The best inspiration, right, is seeing how everybody else is doing or what they're doing. That's how I get my ideas. So hopefully you'll find all kinds of ideas this week from me, whether it's, how to display items or how to, whatever, what crafts to make. I'll try to show all the crafts I've made. Thank you. Oh, I wasn't feeling it this year in the craft shows. I don't know. Usually I feel like I'm behind. I guess I say that every single year. I probably say that every year, that I'm behind. But I felt it more this year. I'm not going to lie. I think that looks really good. That one turned out really nice. And then, So I ordered the Santa kits, Tarina, and they oversold them. So I got this message like Thursday night from Angie directly, like asking me different options. Did they want me to just, give me the money, whatever. And all of a sudden I had this panic, like, you can't hold my order for this stupid little Santa, because I ordered some Santa kits to sell. And I even hesitated doing it. It's just comes full circle, right? Like, I'm like thinking, I don't know if I should do it. I generally stay away from Santa things altogether because I don't do Santa. We don't do Santa. So when I was doing it, I was thinking, oh, I don't really need to sell Santa, whatever. I was having all these thoughts about it. And then when she called me, I told her, I'm like, it probably is just par for the course. Like, it's my own fault for trying to do a Santa, and I don't really normally do it. It was just kind of funny. Ironic that the one thing I was debating not doing is the one thing that's causing the problem. So on my order, but it was so nice that they called, and I think they actually packaged up my kits for me the way I was going to do it. So I'm offering some smaller kits. I needed board and bases, and there's a board and base plus the stand-ups, the old-fashioned Santa. And so I was going to just split them up and do a Santa kit and a board and base kit, in my bundles. And so I had just ordered them that way. And then it was the one thing that was the problem. So anyway, I think they put it together for me already in nice packaging and everything. So I don't even have to think about the packaging, which I don't know that I did. There's like 4 berries there. I tell you what, for those of you that, have any sort of like carpal tunnel or, struggle with arthritis, I can totally relate. That's why I do chalk couture as opposed to painting, or even I love to do counted cross stitch, but I can't because I have carpal tunnel, and it's been kind of worse lately because I'm playing the bass. Probably not the smartest thing to take on, but I'm having fun doing it, and it's fun to learn a new instrument, I think. But I'm just, as long as I'm on a roll here, I'm going to do the rest of these little sparkly things. I don't know what they are. Diamonds. They kind of look like snowflakes, but I don't really have a snowflake. They're red snowflakes now. No, I don't know. So anyway, if I could do this with carpal tunnel and all the practicing I've been doing, yes, I know. Like, I was fine either way. I was like, it's fine. If you can't send it, it's fine. I'm good with it. It's no big deal. I just said it's ironic that this is the thing that is causing the issue. So, isn't that pretty? Wow, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, it's like still there. Isn't that crazy? I have like a blood blister on my finger, and then this one I'm having all kinds of problems with my fingers. I'm not gonna lie. All right, do I dare do this big banner? I'm gonna do it. I want it in black, you guys. I want it in black, so I'm gonna try. Yeah, so it was kind of funny that, I took strings class in college 25 years ago. So it's been a long time. Excuse me, I'm gonna grab some more wipes. I wasn't very good at violin. Viola was okay, not much better, but okay. I made it okay on viola. And then I had to play. I loved playing the cello, just the regular cello that stands between your legs, and you sit. I just love that instrument. It really resonated with me when I played that. So fast forward, I've been wanting to play in the orchestra. We have a community orchestra. It's been going this whole time that we've lived here. Hi, Julie. Good to see you. And I have wanted to play in it all this time. But I really would love to play my trumpet because I majored on trumpet, and strings class is not my thing. I'm not really into it. And so I've asked over the years several times, they do not want trumpet players. So last year, a local band director started playing. He's playing trombone and trumpet, switching back and forth. And I'll be real honest, he's not a great trumpet player. And so I'm sad about that. But I was like, all of a sudden they've allowed the trumpet player. So then, anyway, some lady was asking on Facebook. She's in the choir and is kind of promoting it and trying to get more people in it. And I said, I would love to be in it. She's like, what instrument do you play? I'm like, I play trumpet. And I know for a fact that now you have a trumpet player. I think it's, kind of unfair that I know the lady. I've known the lady for a long time that has started this and run it. And I don't know. She has like fears about the trumpet being too strong for the rest of the orchestra. Which this one maybe is. But anyway, she goes, well, let me work on it. So I didn't hear from the lady for a while. She goes, maybe not right now because they had a fall concert, but I'm working on it for the Christmas concert. So all of a sudden she messaged me because she said, what do you play any other instruments? I'm like, well, I play guitar, and, we got to chatting, and I do have a bachelor's in music therapy. So I've had, a wide variety of different ones. But I really don't like the strings, is what I've kind of said. I don't like, especially violin. I do not like violin. I would not play that. And so, anyway, she messaged me one day. She goes, hear me out. What do you think about learning the bass, double bass cello, the bass cello? And I was like, serious? Like, I don't know what I think about that. And all right. Let's see how it is. So she said, basically, the gentleman that's been playing the double bass, he's got health issues. He cannot bring the bass. It's too heavy for him to bring to orchestra. Would you be willing? He's willing to coach you. I possibly coached him more just because I have more knowledge. And hi, Tammy. Good to see you. There it is. I did it. I'm excited. That turned out amazing, amazing, amazing. And I'm thinking hard about doing my other letters again because they've had time to dry out. So I'm going to dry this first. And then I think I'm going to try it. So anyway, that's how it came about. So the first week I went to orchestra, I played the bass, the electric bass, because I have one, and they have the same strings. So I worked on trying to learn the string names and where they were. And then I had a realization, oh goodness, the bass doesn't have any frets. So anyway, the next week I went and picked up the bass. And I've been trying to practice like an hour every day, hour and a half some days. I have had the weekend off. My grandbabies came and visited yesterday, so I didn't have time to practice yesterday. And then Friday we went shopping, and so Friday and Saturday I took off. I need to do it yet. I know, isn't that gorgeous? I'm excited. That looks gorgeous. Love, love, love. Okay. See, I still can get excited even when I make mistakes. I'm going to put this down. And we are going to give it one more try. Because I can still see through this. And now it's had a little rest and dried out a little bit. This is never going to come off, this black. I'm going to tell you that. And because everything else I've done with the little tool, I'm just going to do the tool. Stick with what's working. Maybe third time is the charm. Or third strike, I'm out. One of the two, right? So anyway, that's been kind of my thing. But I'm having so much fun learning it. I maybe not the best this time, and I'm sure maybe if I stick with it a year from now, I'll be like, wow, I really wasn't so great last year. My son is coming home who's a music major, and he'll be able, I'm hoping he can go to orchestra rehearsal on Thursday night just to check it out. I hope he doesn't like give me a hard time about how bad I am. It's hard when your son is a better musician than you are. All these years I've been the one. It's hard. It's humbling. Of course, I want him to be better than he ever dreamed of being. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, goodness. It did it. It did it. I think we're good. Oh, my goodness. I might cry because it turned out. Yay. See, 3 times was the trick. And so this, I will just take it in and I will wash it under regular water, use a board eraser to get off in some of those black areas. But our tray is complete. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. And then here are, you could get the idea. I'm not going to put them on yet because I am going to spray this so it is clear coated so that it's ready to go for the craft shows this weekend. Yay, I know. Hi, Tiffany. Clap, clap, clap. Applause. Standing ovation, really. Good things happen to those who persist, right? All right, just to give you an idea how these will look. Aren't those gorgeous? I just love that. I think that is going to look so nice, don't you? What do you think? You get the idea. And like I said, you could do the other side in just a plain like evergreen type of pattern or whatever you want. Put whatever you like on the other side and you have your Santa tray on one side and then you could keep it out on your kitchen counter or in your living room or wherever. And even just change the handles, right? Change the handles over to the other side, you know, or you could use it as a stand, use it as a pedestal. But I think it's cute. I love it. I kind of wish we did Santa. I think it's so cute. Yes, I love that. Julie, these are the colors that come in the kit. So the cool thing is you don't have to figure out what colors to do because the colors come in the kit. The biggest decision was like which colors to use where, right? And I could have done it all in one color if you want. I've seen that. I could have done it all in black or all in red. Could have painted the board red. There's just so many possibilities. And wouldn't this make a great gift if you have grandkids or to give each of the grandkid families? You know, this would make a great family gift if you do Santa in your household. This would make a wonderful gift to give away. So yes, I think it looks really super sharp, and I'm excited about doing them like all white or on a red background or all red on a white background. So, or green or whatever. So anyway, thanks so much for joining me tonight and listening to all my stories. I appreciate that. If you want any information about any of the projects tonight, please go ahead and either message me directly or go ahead and ask questions below. I will go back and answer. Oh, yes. Yes, that would be so cool. I wish mine were. I I really would like. I've been pondering the nativity scene. Hey, Debbie, make sure you go back and watch the rest of the video. I'm just at the end. This was our tray that I made. I'm not putting the handles on just yet because I do want to spray this so it's clear coated and stuck for life so that it doesn't come off when you use it and wash it off. If you were to put the cookies right on here, or you could use little trays or whatever. So thank you so much for joining me. Do all the things. If you were interested in that snowman transfer that I kind of showed you at the beginning, go ahead and put club and I will get information on that. Or if you want any information on a kit, just go ahead and put Santa and I will get back with you about this kit because it is still available. Oh, and don't forget, tonight is the last time to get that Black Friday exclusive kit with the honeycomb picture frame. Tonight only. I can't believe I forgot about that. Thank you so much, Tarina. I love you too. And so get on and do that tonight. Tomorrow will be a whole new Black Friday deal, so stay tuned. If you would like me to give you notice tomorrow about that coming out, go ahead and put Monday down below and I'll add you to my notification list. Thanks so much. Have a great night and keep on crafting.